Stop for a moment and look around you. Every device you hold, every city light flickering in the distance, every satellite orbiting our heads, and every single breakthrough in artificial intelligence depends on one thing: energy. But here's the terrifying truth that world leaders aren't telling you. We are living on a dying battery. Humanity is currently classified as a Type 0 civilization. We are cosmic toddlers, scratching at the surface of our planet, desperately burning ancient plants and pressurized gas just to keep our servers running. At our current rate of growth, the Earth's resources won't just be expensive, they will be gone. But while we struggle down here, a nuclear furnace 1.3 million times larger than our planet is wasting almost all of its potential: the sun. Every single second, the sun radiates more energy than humanity has consumed in its entire history. Yet we catch only a billionth of that power. The rest? It simply bleeds away into the cold, dark vacuum of space, unused and forgotten. It is a cosmic tragedy. Imagine if we could change that. Imagine if we could reach out and wrap a web around our star to catch every single photon, every spark of radiation, and every joule of energy it emits. This isn't just a dream, it is the Dyson Sphere. It is the ultimate mega project that would turn us from a planet-bound species into masters of the solar system. But there is a reason this technology is often called forbidden. Building it requires us to break the laws of traditional engineering and rethink our place in the universe. To build a Dyson Swarm, we don't just need a blueprint. We need a massive amount of raw material, more than exists on all of Earth's continents combined. To unlock the future, we must prepare for a sacrifice that sounds like science fiction. We must be prepared to dismantle an entire planet. And our first victim is already waiting for us in the scorching heat of the inner solar system, the planet Mercury. But why Mercury? And what happens when we start to block the light of our own star? The answer is more terrifying than you think. To build a structure that can harvest the energy of a star, we need more than just ambition. We need an unimaginable amount of raw material. If we used every scrap of iron and silicon on Earth, we wouldn't even finish a fraction of the Dyson Swarm. To unlock the sun, we must be prepared to sacrifice an entire world. Our target, Mercury, it is a scorched iron-rich husk of a planet, but it holds the keys to our survival. Imagine a fleet of autonomous, self-replicating robots descending onto Mercury's gray, cratered surface. Their mission isn't to explore, it's to consume. These machines would strip mine the planet's crust, refining metals and glass in solar-powered furnaces that never turn off. Using massive electromagnetic railguns known as mass drivers, they would launch finished mirror satellites into orbit every few minutes. Within a few decades, Mercury would literally disappear, its mass transformed into a shimmering golden web of billions of mirrors orbiting the sun. But as this swarm begins to take shape, the sun itself would start to change. To an observer from another galaxy, our star would begin to flicker and dim in ways that nature cannot explain. We would be creating a massive heat signature, an infrared glow that screams intelligence to anyone listening in the dark. This is the danger of the swarm. By building it, we are lighting a signal fire in a dark cosmic forest. We are no longer hidden. We are telling every advanced civilization in the Milky Way exactly where we are, and exactly how much power we are about to control. Are we ready for the attention that brings? Because scientists believe we've already seen these ghosts in the stars before, and they are trying to tell us something. Is it possible that we aren't the first civilization to reach for the power of the stars? In 2015, the world's astronomers were stunned by a discovery 1,400 light-years away. A star named KIC 8462852, also known as Tabby's star, began to behave in a way that defied all laws of physics. It wasn't dimming by 1 or 2% like a normal planet passing by. It was dimming by over 22%. No planet, no comet, and no dust cloud could explain a dip in light that massive. The only remaining explanation was something artificial. A Dyson Swarm in progress, a civilization halfway through its own Mercury sacrifice, wrapping their star in mirrors to power a world we can only imagine. But if they were there, why were they silent? This is the forbidden mystery. When we build a swarm, we create a massive heat signature that makes us visible to the entire universe. It is a lighthouse that broadcasts our location to potential predators. Some theorists believe that the galaxy is filled with these ghosts, stars that have been completely enclosed, disappearing from the visible spectrum and leaving behind only a faint, haunting infrared glow. If we finish our own swarm, we join this silent club. We trade our privacy for the ability to live forever. But the power we gain isn't just for running computers or heating homes. It is a power that can reshape the very nature of humanity. We would have enough energy to simulate millions of years of evolution in a single day. But who controls that power? And what happens when a tool this large becomes a weapon that can destroy the Earth in a single heartbeat? With a completed Dyson Swarm, the human race would enter an era of post-scarcity. The word poverty would be erased from our history books. We would have trillions of times more energy than we do today. Imagine being able to desalinate the entire ocean in a matter of hours, turning every desert on Earth, including the Sahara, into a lush, green paradise. We could maintain a perfect climate on our home world, blocking just enough sunlight to stop global warming or adding heat to prevent an ice age. But the Earth would soon become too small for our ambitions. Inside the Dyson Swarm, we would build O'Neill cylinders, artificial worlds miles long floating in the golden glow of the sun. These cylinders would have their own gravity, their own forests, and their own clouds. We could build thousands of them, housing a quadrillion humans in luxury, far away from the limitations of planetary life. We could spend our time exploring virtual realities so detailed they are indistinguishable from the physical world. Yet this infinite abundance comes with a terrifying cost. The Dyson Swarm is the ultimate dual-use technology. If one government or one rogue AI gains control of the mirrors, they can tilt them. They can focus the energy of the entire sun into a single concentrated beam. A sun gun capable of vaporizing an entire continent, or boiling the oceans of a rival planet in seconds. We are building the most powerful weapon ever conceived by the mind of man. We would be like children playing with the controls of a star. And just when you think we've reached the limit of what is possible, we discover that the swarm can do something even more incredible. It can move us. The final evolution of the Dyson Swarm is perhaps the most mind-blowing concept in all of science, the Shkadov thruster. By positioning a specific set of massive curved mirrors on one side of the sun, we can reflect its own radiation back at it. This creates a tiny, constant push. Over millions of years, this push adds up. We wouldn't just be living in a solar system, we would be piloting it. We would turn our entire sun and every planet orbiting it into a stellar ship. Imagine the freedom. If a wandering black hole entered our neighborhood, we wouldn't have to watch our doom. We would simply steer the solar system out of the way. If a nearby star were about to go supernova, we could sail away to a safer part of the galaxy. We would be the masters of our own cosmic destiny, no longer at the mercy of the random violence of space. We are currently at the most dangerous point in our history. We are a species with the intelligence to see the stars, but not yet the power to reach them. The Dyson Swarm is our bridge to the year 3000 and beyond. It is the moment we stop being victims of nature and become the architects of the universe.
If you are ready to witness the rise of a civilization that can move stars, subscribe to Shorai Vision.
Our journey into the impossible is just beginning. To see how we first master our own home planet before we take over the sun, make sure to watch our deep dive into the Green Sahara right now. The future belongs to those who can capture the light.